We have a visitor. A giant has joined us today.
You can't even see that. It's sort of all fuzzy.
We're hiding behind the giant. He's not going to stay there, though.
No. He's just... Let's say hi. I guess his name is Teddy.
That's right. Our daughter named him Teddy the Giant.
There we go. Put him with his friends.
Hello, it's Darcy and Brian from Stay at Home Gamers, and today we are going to talk about the new Kingdomino expansion, Age of Giants, by Blue Orange Games, which they sent this to us for review, so thank you so much to them. We've been having fun checking it out, and so we just wanted to chit-chat a bit about
how we like
new games, because new games are exciting.
Yeah, it's not out till Gen Con.
Yeah, it releases at Gen Con, so it's really exciting to get your hands on something before it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an expansion that you can play with Kingdomino or Queendomino, which we have both of them behind us.
Kingdomino.
So you can play it with either one.
And then Kingdomino. And they're very similar in terms of, if you ever know the difference, Kingdomino is the first one. Kingdomino is the second one. It has a little bit more, a little extra strategy. But otherwise, you can actually play them together, which we haven't done yet. But they're
it's called the Royal Wedding if you play them together.
Yeah, but they're very similar. I'd say the first one is I think better for younger kids.
Yeah.
It's really just domino matching in general. Overall, when this one has a little more strategy with towns and buildings and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And more ways that
Dragons
you can earn points and things like that.
But this will work with both because it really just kind of slides right in.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I like is that, not only can you play it with either one, but it doesn't really replace playing it by itself. I still think it's good to be able to play Kingdomino just by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like this is the type of expansion where you can never turn back.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that happens where you add something to a game and then you just never imagine playing it without the expansion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it adds strategy and adds strategy in terms of trying to do something at the same time you finish your kingdom, and also this time trying to mess your player your competition up a little bit. Same time.
Yeah, because otherwise Kingdomino is a pretty, I guess, straightforward in terms of tile laying. You're just trying to do your best to maximize your points in terms of what you place, but you're not really messing with other players.
I mean, you might take something they want, but beyond that, it's...
Right. Yeah. And even with Queendomino, you're not really messing with other players unless you use the dragon to destroy one of the buildings from the market. We don't do
that often, so...
But you're still not really messing with the other players too much.
Well... And that one, again, you could take the queen, which gives you extra points. But you weren't trying... Right. You had to do something on your own side to get that. It wasn't like you had to hurt someone else. Yeah.
But this, not only... Well, I mean, you have to bring giants into your own kingdom before you can even send them to somebody else. So it's a risk.
It's a risk.
You can get stuck with them and then take down your own points.
Yep.
But it does... And it's like a kind of a fun... kind of friendly way of messing with somebody else.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt too hard.
No.
And they get to decide where it goes, so it's not like you can stick it here.
Yeah, you don't put it on their 3-crown place. They get to decide where to place it.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Plus, no children have cried while playing.
And they not won all the games either.
So, I mean, that's a good thing.
Yep. Though it's getting less and less common, so...
Then there's the bonus challenge tiles in here too.
Yeah, we can kind of pull some
which provides some additional ways to earn points. That's how I won last time, because I had 20 bonus points or something, and you draw them randomly at the beginning. You draw 2 of them.
Comes with this. It
does. It has a nice domino tile.
It's nice. Challenge task, so here. Yeah.
So this one, I don't know where I'm aiming right now. So this one, if you put water into the corners of your territory, you can get 5 bonus points for each one. You don't have to get all 4 to get 5 points. It's 5 for each.
Yeah, these are better. You have to get forest around your kingdom or your castle. So we had one where we had 2 these things, and I got all of them filled, so I got 40 extra points, and that was the key. There's some other ones in here too. It's hard to find.
There's one where you actually get bonus points if you have 5 territories connected and you don't have any crowns. This one is if you get 20 bonus points if your castle is in the bottom left.
Feel tougher.
Bottom left corner. So,
That one?
yes, this is the one that you can get bonus points if you don't have any crowns, but you have to have at least 5 territories connected. And I've had that happen in games.
Yeah, it's rare. You don't try to do that.
I've had that happen. So it's nice, it's just another adds to the strategy.
It's not required, but it does help push you over the edge if you need to.
I feel like it's a nice way to step up the game too. Like especially with younger kids, like if they get pretty used to playing King Domino and they're pretty comfortable with it, it's a nice way to just add a little more strategy.
Yeah, you can start with the initial game, which is basically like dominoes, matching and dominoes, and then you can add some challenge to it, so they have to think more.
And then Queen Domino has a different layer of strategy and additional points and things like that, and I think it'll be fun adding the giants into that too.
Yeah, it's a whole other layer.
Which I believe we're going to do on Thursday night on Twitch.
We are.
You can watch us live.
Same time, different day.
And these are some of the tiles. So, like the giant tiles, they're letters, so they'll get placed before the rest of the tiles.
Strategically, it's placed the way they numbered these, so that there's always one there. And if you pick the last one the first time, then you end up getting stuck with that one.
Yep.
So
if you if you place a giant tile into your kingdom, then you have to add one of the giant meeples, and you put on a crown, and then if it's still there at the end, like you don't get the points for the crown. And then, but if you get the footprints, which are higher numbers, they're 49 through 54. If you get the footprints, your giant goes to somebody else's kingdom. You get to pick whose kingdom, but they get to decide where to place it.
Yeah.
So it's not totally cutthroat because you can't just put it in the worst spot.
You never know when those are going to show up anyway, so someone get rid of all their giants. Done right.
Yeah, because if you don't have any giants, you can't send them anywhere.
If you also have no crowns, you don't get to put a giant on.
Right. So.
Yeah, so we've run into both those things.
I think last time, all of us had 2 giants at the end.
I really like this, though. This is nice.
Yeah, this is a really nice way to take out the dominoes. I mean, it did work pretty well with the insert in the box just to kind of tip it a little bit and pull them out. But I'm the one who usually boxes and unboxes.
I don't know what I did.
You just slid some things out. This probably is not going to continue to be put also nicely in here after a while.
I feel like I did something wrong.
If you want a better...
I'm not crazy.
Well, it's also because I'm trying to look at them at the same time.
Oh.
If you want a better look at all the pieces that are in here, I do have
Share it.
a boxing... Well, I posted the boxing video on our Facebook page, and it's on our YouTube channel, as well as I have a how-to video on YouTube. I should upload it to Facebook, though,
and
as well.
Playthrough.
And now we have a playthrough posted, a 3-person playthrough, so it's us and
With
our daughter.
With our
our 7-year-old.
So she can do it. She's not even above the age of the game.
Yes, it's recommended 8+.
8+ normal people.
8 plus normal people.
If they're gaming children, they'd probably be.
Yes.
I mean, Xanax might play 5 if you wanted to.
It just sounds funny. 8
Normal
plus
people.
Normal people.
Normies.
We're not normal. Yeah. And this gives you the ability to add a 5th player. Because otherwise, right. King and Queen Domino are 2 to 4 players. And this gives you another castle, another starting tile, and another set of king
So
meeples.
just that by itself is kind of worth it if you have more people to play with.
So then you can have 5. So that's pretty cool. And it's still a pretty short game. It's still about 20 minutes.
This one's 20. Yeah, adds 5 minutes to King Domino. I don't know how much adds Queen Domino. Probably nothing, really.
Probably not much. Because Queen Domino is a little bit longer, but...
It's more pieces.
So maybe it'd be like about a half hour or so. I mean, it's still fairly quick when it comes to games. So.
Yeah. We like it so far. We'll play again. We'll play it again Thursday. So.
We've been having fun playing it.
And it comes with a scorecard, which is nice. The first one didn't. Not that that's hard to score, but it's nice to have it all in one spot. Put that back in there.
The giants are hanging out.
The jeeples.
The jeeples. The giant meeples. I love the artwork on these games, too.
The sheep with the thong on.
Oh, yes. And our daughter was talking about them playing sheep ball. I think that was on one of the tiles. But
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
here,
the
there's some
art's
that
really
are
nice.
like floating in bubbles and stuff. But
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like the artwork.
Even the artwork on the actual tiles it was similar to this. But yeah.
So
It did win the game of the year last year.
it did.
The Spiel des Jahres against Germany.
It's a little box,
Mm-hmm.
but it adds a lot of fun.
Yeah, we bought King Domino because we had this or coming.
Yes.
Because we had Queen Domino first. Because
We were
bought it
backwards.
because the girl,
girl.
she wanted Queen because it had Queen in it. So we bought it. We had no idea. She heard of it. We had no idea what it was like. But it's been really fun.
So we went a little backwards because we got Queen Domino first, whereas probably most people get King Domino first.
I thought it was about building things with cardboard because it's what they look like at the store, and that's what she was. It was a castle.
Because of the little castle.
So, but then
it's just
it's actually easier than that.
yeah, a lot easier than that. It's fun though. I mean, it's not overly complicated to learn or teach,
No,
but it makes you think.
unless you play the wrong way like we did the first time.
Oh my gosh. I think that's like our thing. We always play it wrong the first time.
Or
Like every single game.
Or some games like we play wrong like 4 times. And there's a rule in here that we didn't see. Anyway, so you had to match when you have the tiles, right? Factory tiles that are similar. You know, forests and then the forests in the plain or fields. You have to at least match one side like this. We the first time we played, we thought we had to match everything had to be matched perfectly. So we did it, and I actually ended up finishing it. But we found out that's not. It was because I had like no points because everything was by itself.
It was really crazy. I took pictures of our boards and stuff because I was like, this seems really harder than.
Yeah.
These don't look like the boards I've seen on
We had such low
Instagram.
points because we had such small little areas. Because you get points for how big your area is. I was like, yeah, this is difficult.
So we thought you had to actually match up.
So we invented
the
a
full
more
sides.
hardcore style.
It was a hardcore variation of King Domino.
Then I reread it and went, oh, and they showed pictures and everything in the manual. And it was like, oh, this is so much easier.
That's why it's very important to read the instructions.
Yeah, we did. But last night we just did that. And I guess that wasn't really a big instruction thing.
So
Yeah.
it just seems to be a normal thing that the first time we play through, there's always something that we miss from the instructions,
But that's.
and then we catch it
everyone does
later.
that.
We didn't mess anything up with Giants though when we played that. We got straight
Yeah,
away.
Yeah, those are so simple to learn.
I mean, the instructions aren't really much different.
The challenge is that I thought maybe we did one wrong, but then I read it again and we did those right.
Yeah,
I thought it was only 5 points if you
did all of it.
won. Yeah, 40 seemed like a lot of points to get extra, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I had to double check it too. I was like, no, it's 5 per, unless it specifically says like you only get 10. If
Instructions
you do this.
explain each one. So.
But I mean, the instruction insert for Age of Giants is
It's like a 2-page.
very slim, and mostly it says you follow the
This is how you merge them
rules
together.
of those, and then this is how you like put them together. Yeah,
Which is really easy to pull in and pull apart.
yeah, it is really easy to sort because that's the other thing. If a game has an expansion and I don't want to store everything together, or I can't store everything together, like if they don't have a box that fits everything all in one, it can be a pain to sit there to sort and things like that. But this one's pretty quick and easy to sort it. Plus, it helps that I pretty much have. I know the giant footprints are 49 through 54.
Yeah, and the rest are letters, which are different.
So those are easy to spot when you're doing that. And I wouldn't really worry too much about separating out so much, except for knowing that we might want to play it with Queen Domino instead of King Domino. Otherwise, I would just leave them all in the
Because King
Domino
Domino
Tower.
has a few more spots, so you probably fit them in there.
But I would leave them all in the Domino Tower otherwise.
Sure, yeah.
Like I wouldn't put the King Dominoes back in there and then put these in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's...
Hopefully they'll come up with
It's worth it just for the tower and or the 5th player.
Yeah.
And then you also have the giants and the challenges.
Yeah. It'd be awesome if they had a way to store everything.
Like all 3 of them.
Yeah.
The Royal Box.
Yeah.
Trademark Stay-Home Gamer.
The Royal Box. The Royal Domino Box.
Oh, Prince Domino's coming up. Yeah.
I don't know. And I would love to see
It's all
more
purple.
expansions too. Like, So, when we got Queen Domino, I was confused at first as to whether or not that was an expansion to King Domino, which it kind of is. Like, it's a standalone game, but you can play it with King Domino.
It's almost like they added something like this to it and just put a whole new game with it.
Right.
You know, because Queen and Tower, you could add those separately. That would.
Yeah, you could have added some of that stuff separate. Now, but there's a lot of other things that you could do to add in little things. Mm-hmm. Like, one of the things that was mentioned in our playthrough, our daughter was talking about snow tiles or something. Yeah. And we're like, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, mountains are kind of there, but they're more like mines rather than mountains, you know? Yeah.
Right.
You could definitely add more biomes. You want to steal a Minecraft term there.
There's definitely some different things that could be done for additional expansions.
And towns was nice too. They could do something with that, you know, more.
I mean, I'm assuming that you can do King Domino with Queen Domino with Age of Giants.
Oh, I imagine so, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't actually say that, but I'm sure you can do all that together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this is like part of this. You know,
we should try it.
We will.
And we should time it and see how long it takes to play.
But we'll do Queen and Giants.
The massive one.
Thursday.
Yes. Yes, Queen and Giants for sure on Thursday. We'll do that. We'll play that through. But we should.
Twitch.tv/stayhomegame. I don't usually put links on Facebook.
They usually hide it.
So.
They just like to hide things.
That too. So
they make you really
follow us over there. We go live 3 times a week.
Usually Monday night is.
Except last night, it was different.
Well, that's because we had a date night.
Kid-free night, so I was like, no, we're good.
But you usually play something on Monday nights, and then Thursdays we're usually together.
It's a co-op night.
And then Saturdays, we don't really have a specific time because with the kids, it's kind of hard to say like it's going to be at 2 every Saturday.
Very well.
But it's usually streaming with the kids on Saturdays, so I don't remember. I was just going to ask you something, and I don't remember what it was.
All right. Was it about the game?
I don't even know, to be honest. It's been a long day. It's not Monday.
It's your Monday for you.
I've had a couple people comment on the fact that I'm wearing my Mondays shirt on a Tuesday.
Keeping people in line.
But it's not saying that it's Monday. This is how I feel about Mondays. A house falling on me.
Or your sister.
Or my wicked sister.
Yeah, so this will be a Gen Con, which is what, August? You know the date's better than
I want to say it starts August 3rd.
Somewhere in August.
It's in my calendar.
Beginning of August. We will not be there.
No, we won't be there.
I was in Gen Con once in the 90s, and I was in Milwaukee. And then Milwaukee went, we don't have any hotels, and then they left.
The 2nd, August 2nd through the 5th.
So not next week? Yeah.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week.
I think Blue Orange has a couple other games too they're releasing. I forget the name of those.
Yes, they do have some other ones, and I don't remember what they are right off the top of my head either.
Blue Lagoon sounds familiar.
We will probably actually, next Tuesday, I think we'll talk a little bit more about Gen Con releases and stuff, and talk about our thoughts on, like, what we're excited about, and just kind of talk about what's coming out.
Join us then.
But definitely, if you enjoy King Domino, I recommend trying out Age of Giants.
If you've never played any of them, I'd recommend picking it up.
I had to.
So we get up with it, Age of Giants.
I had to.
But you can get King Domino right now, or King Domino right now.
Yeah.
I think Target has King Domino. Someone has it. Because you were getting some, I think you get something with it. I forget what it is. I mean, as in you can get it locally.
I'm not sure.
Rather than having to buy it online if you don't want to.
I'm not 100%.
That's hearsay.
Well, our Target doesn't always have things that are supposed to be at Target. So I don't remember seeing it at ours. It doesn't mean that they don't have it at Target.
They just seem like a good place for games. They seem to get louder more.
But we got Queen Domino at our local game store, which is Board Game Barrister. And then I ordered King Domino on Amazon. Mostly because I just wanted it fast and I didn't want to go.
We don't leave the house.
And then, I would assume after Gen Con, then you'll see this showing up in game stores and online and stuff like that.
Yep. Thumbs up. Seal of approval.
The stay-at-home gamer approval.
I don't have one yet.
I should order some stickers.
So it doesn't actually stick forever. It was like,
I was gonna say like a magnet, but a magnet wouldn't work on the box.
It's like a vinyl sticker or something. Until we get our own official one.
Stamp it. No.
Stamp it. Burn it in.
Brand it. No, don't do that. Yeah, if you have any questions about
Yeah, we played a couple times. We
definitely let us
know
know.
most of it.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, if you're familiar with King Domino or Queen Domino, this is...
Yep.
It's not anything that's going to be like, whoa, how does this work?
Yeah, no. It's not rewriting the game.
No.
It's just adding a little layer of strategy to it, and some of the challenges which are not required, but it makes you go, okay, well, I can try this too and try this. It made it more difficult last time. It's like, well, then I'm going to mess this up if I do this.
Oh my gosh.
You totally
my board was not how I thought it was going to be. I was trying to get, I think it was forest in the corner, and then I thought I had a forest in the corner, and then it turned out
that was not
going to be my corner because it would have made me have to discard something.
She did anyway.
And then later I had to because I couldn't play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
Sometimes this game does kind of wait till the end. Sometimes you go, oh, you forget to measure things in your brain, or you can't finish it. Like you got stuck with that last one. Like, I can't put this in.
Yeah. Because you're playing in a 5x5 grid.
So you never really add a disadvantage if you're not good at it, because
it changes.
It's all about who picks what, and it's luck and all that stuff.
Yeah,
which I like.
Yeah, there's a bit of luck of the draw, but there's still some strategy with like your placement and stuff. But you can only plan ahead so much.
Yeah, Queen Domino is a little different because there's the buying the buildings and stuff that helps. That can change the whole. That's kind of like the challenges, sort of in a way, because there's certain buildings that give you points for certain things. Remember? Like forest, and it's kind of like how this works. So it's a little bit like the challenge, but you're going to double challenge if you put giants in there. In theory, the queen could kind of cancel out the giant, because she's sort of an extra crown if you sort of do it right.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's a whole new... We'll figure it out on Thursday when we play.
It'll be interesting, because, well, like these challenge tiles don't have... They won't give any bonuses to the buildings, like the city.
Sure.
Because in Queen Domino,
and we also do
you actually build a city.
Because we're 2-player.
And because we're 2-player, it's going to be slightly different than when we played 3-player. Because one thing that's going to be different is we're only going to be discarding one.
Oh, yeah.
Because with Age of Giants, one of the things that is different is that no matter how many players you have, you draw 5 tiles. But if you have only 2 players, you're discarding the center one and then flipping them over. But if you have...
3.
Yeah.
It's 2 and 4.
I'm sorry, 2 and 4, you take away the middle one. If you have 3 players, or 5, you would use all of them. Never mind.
We haven't gone that far yet.
Start over. If you have 3 players, then you have to discard the second and fourth.
That's how the giants and the footprints kind of stay in play, because they're usually the end and the beginning. So
because you don't get to just go, oh, no one's going to put it on those guys. Like, you kind of get forced to take those.
Yeah, in the old version, you didn't get forced. There was always one extra or something like that, right? So
depending on how
many. Now it's
many.
not there. You don't have a choice.
Well, depending on how many players we had.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you just...
So it does tweak that a little bit, but I like that better.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun, like, kind of forcing you to towards the giants and the footprints a little bit.
Yeah, it's like if you pick the first, or you pick the best one, which is usually the end, the higher points one, then all of a sudden you have to pick... No, wait. Anyway, however it works, if you pick last and you're the bottom one, then all of a sudden you're picking like the giants next time, because you go last. Yeah, so it's a risk to take the nice ones because you may get a giant next time. And then you get giants, and sometimes you get the footprints next time. Yeah, right. So it's...
Because you want to get one if you're going to send it away, but you can't guarantee that you're going to get those footprints and send it. Because I never had to send any away last time.
No, because I got a footprint right away, and then I didn't have any giants, and then not like we got any more. We got kicked out of there or whatever.
Yeah. The first time we played, I remember sending at least one away. In the end, I still had 1 or 2. I think you ended up with like 3.
No, I didn't have more than 2. I think we all had 2 last time.
But she only had 1 at the end that
I
other
only
game.
had 5 then, because...
Then maybe I had 3.
I don't remember having more than 2.
Or maybe we didn't have all of them in play. But she didn't like our daughter didn't have as many as we did in that play, and she totally won. Like that day, she was winning everything we played.
She won like 3 games
It was
in a row.
crazy.
Enjoy it.
It's been fun. Lots and lots of fun. I don't know what else to say.
Said everything.
All there is to say.
Buy it. Well, I can't buy it yet.
When you can, buy it.
I'll buy these first because by itself it doesn't do much good. I don't know how you can play by itself.
You can't play this by itself.
It's an expansion on it.
Yeah, that's one of the differences with
But these are
Queen
totally
Domino.
worth
Because Queen Domino
These are totally worth it.
is a standalone game, but can be used as an expansion with King Domino. Whereas this is purely an expansion because it cannot be played standalone.
Yep.
Yes.
All
right.
Next week, Gen Con.
Yes, so next week we are going to chit-chat about Gen Con releases and that kind of fun stuff.
I wish we were there.
And how we wish we were going. Next year.
I'll reminisce about my first time at Gen Con, which I don't remember much of it.
I've never been.
At the time I never knew what it was.
But maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Because we want to do Origins again next year. So we're going to have to figure out our not campaign circuit, our convention circuit.
Gen Con is closer than, because we drove through Indianapolis to get to Columbus.
Yeah, it's actually closer.
Not by a lot.
But a little closer. But hopefully we might be able to make it to something else
See
this
you
year.
there.
November, I think, is Game Hole Con in Madison.
That's where we talked about that. We're like, why is there a November conference in Wisconsin? I guess it doesn't snow too much in November. It's the January
November
one.
is
We talked about the January one. We're like, why is there a January convention?
There is a January one, which I want to stay inside anyway. But that and there's something else that was this fall in like Oshkosh area.
The October one?
Maybe it was October.
That week?
Oh yeah, you are going to be gone that week. There was something else that we were looking at. We're trying to look at more like local ones to go to as well.
Just last weekend.
Yes, GlenCon. We didn't get to make it over to that just because it was a crazy busy weekend. But that looked interesting.
Next was cool. I guess we'll talk about cons next week. Yeah. Once we get sidetracked.
That's what you get when you come hang out with us.
We did our homework.
We did. We talked about this first, and then it's just kind of like,
how you doing?
Chit chat. So, yeah, how you doing?
Reminds me of that Mike Myers. They call it like coffee talk or whatever.
Oh yes.
Coffee talk. So, are good? We're good.
We're good.
All right. Well, I will sneak off and stop this.
We will see you next week.